The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
All right, welcome back to the Riz Show. We have a guest in here. His name is Mr. J.P. Sears.
Hey!
He is at Helium Comedy Club. He's got 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. How would one describe you?
It's a good question. I think majestic has to be the first word in any description that I'm describing of how other people would describe me. A comedian, YouTuber, dolphin-like human with blue eyes. I mean,
You could be King Scott's brother.
thank you. I don't know who that is,
That
but
guy that looks just like you. Like just
the King Scott, yes.
King Scott in there. He's got the long red mane.
Yeah, our people have been through a lot. I mean, a lot of people don't appreciate what it's like to grow up a ginger. I mean, all kinds of sunburn. The only one at the pool swimming with his shirt on, which just negates all your social status like that. So it's a lot of adversity to overcome.
Yeah.
So Scott and I are the strongest people I know.
Yeah, if
based
you want
on
to know what
I'm saying
JP
right
looks
now.
like, just see a picture of King Scott. And it's like mirror images, am I right?
Yeah. It's very, very, very close.
No, but when you describe, like, when I was trying to describe what you do, I mean, you're a spiritual advisor, you're a life coach, you're a YouTuber, a comedian, you have a ton of videos out there. And I would recommend going to YouTube and just type in JP Sears. And just, I think one of the last videos you did was you were explaining why St. Louis, our Fairburg, St. Louis, Missouri, is not one of, but the most progressive city in the country.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit about that? Because I never heard of St. Louis being described that way. Okay.
Well, 100%. I think all the evidence is there. All you have to do is look at it. I mean, you start with the St. Louis Arch, which is just an amazing feat of engineering where it's basically a bridge that's built that takes you nowhere. So, engineering of the past, they build things that are useful. But I think the progressive way of doing it is you build things that are not useful. It just makes more of a statement. And then, of course, I think the fact that everybody's so proud of is 2017 St. Louis has the highest murder rate per capita in the U.S. But the way I look at it is that's just assisted reincarnation, which is helpful. I don't know how well that stands up
We're
in
sending
court.
people to other places.
It's
more
so
difficult
spiritual.
places.
I never even thought of it that. If you just take everything, just look at it a different way, I think we're looking at everything wrong.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I like to look at things from my point of view and then brainwash people to see things the way I see them.
Yes.
It's helpful based on what I tell them.
If we could just see everything through your eyes, we would all be different people.
And we would need to pray for ourselves. But also, one other thing that I'm extremely just impressed by with St. Louis's, is that how you say it? St. Louis progressiveness?
St. Louis.
Yes.
Apostrophe S, is the Mexican food down on Cherokee Street. Like, I mean, of course, St. Louis is really known for Mexican food, not Mexico or San Diego, Southern California. But right in St. Louis, so that makes sense to me.
Listen, I always thought Cherokee Street, maybe Los Angeles or no, Cherokee Street, huh? Is
Oh, it's got great Mexican food. Just
Great
don't get it to
Mexican
go because your car won't be there when you get back.
That's fair enough. Oh, I'm Ubering everywhere. So,
see, maybe if we would look at it through JP's eyes, they're taking your car so you could walk, so you could roam
And getting a
You could
little more
roam the
exercise.
city. You could roam the city
Absolutely.
more.
absolutely. And you're providing your vehicle for some other good Samaritan to go around and probably do good deeds around the city after they commit Grand Theft Auto. So
I did hear that story about the guy that stole the car because he was late donating blood. He had to get to the blood donation center, and he stole a car to get there quicker.
Of course. I mean, I think we all feel so much passion when we're going to donate blood. Like, I'd be willing to commit a felony to get this pint of blood off my shoulders and into someone else.
Have you been to a Burning Man before? You seem like a guy that would be a Burning Man type of guy.
Like, thank you. I'm both complimented and insulted by that at the same time.
Well, I know because it's too much sun and...
No, I haven't been to Burning Man. I've been to many other hippie festivals. In Burning Man, I'm getting progressively more and more peer pressure to go. And I am interested. And part of it is like it's a trendy thing to do. I don't know if it would actually be interesting. But no joke, the part I'm most resistant to is you're in the middle of the desert, and I'm the most Caucasian person I know. So me and sun don't mix
That's
too
it, yeah.
well.
Yeah, a lot of sunblock.
Yeah. Have you been to Burning Man?
No, that's not for me.
No, it didn't.
'Cause I don't like to leave my house.
So
I go from my house to here, and that's really it.
You're more into agoraphobia.
Yeah, yes, that's
cool.
that's me.
well, no, it's you. There's a guy just walking around with a giant blanket over himself. Just a huge blanket walking through the desert. That's got to be JP or another ginger.
Yeah, or it's Moses. By the way, my people don't like to be called ginger unless you are a ginger.
I see.
And
That's not the proper nomenclature.
Yeah.
it-
Wow.
don't-
Well, of all the people,
He said
You're
it.
hey, you're rude.
yeah,
Hey, I'm related to one.
don't call us the G word. And earlier, I have a little bone to pick with y'all, saying Scott and I look the same.
Mm-hmm.
We don't all look the same, even though we look identical.
Hey, I know you followed it up with a punchline, but he is so serious about that. We've been telling Scott, like, dude, it's your doppelganger, with the long hair, and he's not too happy about that.
He thinks you're biting off his style.
He thinks you're extremely good looking.
What year did Scott grow his hair long?
Scott, come in here.
Oh, it's okay. It's a grow off.
Ooh, it's a grow
Got
off.
ourselves a grow off.
We got ourselves a grow off, guys.
I don't know if you want to take on his hair though, because
You
you
gotta
flat
check
iron
out the
it, it's down to
webcams.
the floor.
He has beautiful hair.
Gorgeous, huh? It's like it's both of you guys. It's like an angel kissed your head.
Hey, let it free. Take it out and let it free.
The hair.
Yes, Scott, the
Yes,
hair.
your hair. Look at
yeah.
how gorgeous that is.
So your hair is definitely longer, Scott, but that also makes me wonder, like, why are you growing your hair longer than mine? Are you just more insecure, trying to make more of a statement for your
what it
hair?
is.
Bringing it.
No, I'm a big fan of your yoga videos and stuff, so I started growing it. No, I grew it out.
No, just kidding. He doesn't
The
like it.
boring story is I used to live in LA and I play music as well, and I couldn't book shows, and I kind of got a feeling I should start growing my hair out and switch things up, and I did. Started booking shows instantly.
That makes sense. So how long ago did you start growing your hair long?
It's been almost 5 years now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I trump you on that.
Oh,
Yeah. Damn.
You copycat.
I'm
Don't tell anyone.
2011, bro.
Ah,
But I think there is something to be said, especially about long red hair. One of my worst fears, and I have dreams about this sometimes, is like my hair gets cut somehow. I don't know if there's like, people steal your car in St. Louis and then they cut your hair, if that's a thing. But I worry about that because I do think the long hair is good for business. Your music, and I'm into the arts with videos and comedy. So I think it makes you just more recognizable because perhaps the work we're doing is more forgettable.
you should get it insured.
yes.
What is it? Jennifer Lopez has her ass insured. Is that?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
Jennifer Lopez has her ass insured.
there's a few famous actresses and singers that have their hair insured.
You should get your hair insured.
I'll take out a $15 insurance policy in my hair.
Now, just watching some of your videos, a lot of how-to videos
Yeah.
you put out there. So one of my favorites is, and maybe you could touch upon this, how would one go about getting Instagram famous?
Yeah, there's first thing you need to do is buy yourself a thong, swallow the pride, buy yourself a thong, and then post every picture that you take on Instagram, post it of you in a thong. Because I don't think getting Instagram famous has to do with delivering inspiration or anything of value, but delivering photos of you in a thong to appeal to people's primal sense of sexuality is what will engage an audience to want to watch your stuff. That's what I've done.
And that's how you became Instagram famous.
That's absolutely what I tell people.
I'm also somebody that wants to be woke.
Yeah.
And what I'm hearing is you are the guy to go to for just instructions on how to become woke.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm there yet.
Yeah.
I think I may be close.
You're not.
Okay.
You're not. But I appreciate your humbleness and thinking that you are. I want you to know that I'm a humble guy. I'm the most humble person I know, but I don't really like to talk about it. But yeah, how to get woke, I think it has to do with walking around with a sense of certainty about everything you talk about, and that certainly makes you a joy to be around. So I think there's an absolute correlation between our sense of self-righteous certainty and us speaking the truth. And I think that makes us woke. And I think also being willing to make the sacrifice and get outraged and offended anytime someone says something that threatens an inherent insecurity that you have or threatens a belief that you have. I think that's a good time to get offended. And that helps build your wokefulness.
Now, maybe if I go around pretending to be gluten intolerant, would that make me more woke?
It definitely would. And, I just want to, everybody out there who's listening, who's gluten intolerant, I just want to thank you for your service to our country. You're just really making a difference in ways that I don't know that we'll ever comprehend or that we'll ever feel the difference. But it's a great service you're doing, and mostly a burden to other people in your lives. And I remember when I came out and told my parents that I'm gluten intolerant, my dad's just shaking his head, and my mom starts crying, and they were looking at me like I had some kind of a disease. And I you guys need to accept me for who I am. This is not a disease. Then the next week I went to my doctor and she told me it is a disease, but I don't think my parents need to know that. And
it's finally it's 2018 and you guys are out and proud.
Yeah. And I'm actually trying to progress my condition. Now I'm to the point where I'm intolerant to people who can tolerate gluten, which is giving me good results. So I think everybody out there, I just hope that I can inspire you a little bit to be at least a little bit intolerant to food that tastes good.
Now, what to you does it mean to be a social justice warrior?
Yeah, I think being willing to stand for nothing while attacking people who do stand for something. I mean, that's really what you stand for when you're a social justice warrior. I stand for standing for nothing. And how dare you have an opinion about what you stand for? I'm going to cut you down. But of course, you want to make sure to do all that cutting down in the safe space of online interactions. Behind your keyboard, the last thing you want to do is actually have enough integrity to speak your mind in person with someone. So I think those are important notes to take on being a social justice warrior.
Any questions? Because I know you're wanting to maybe start being an SJW.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking my typing skills aren't great though, so I was really, really struggling with becoming a social justice warrior with having poor typing skills. But
I think that's a good point you bring up. I don't think being a social justice warrior, an effective one at that, it's not so much like getting 120 words per minute on the keyboard. It's how aggressive you type the keys that you are hitting.
Okay.
So you can get by with 50 words a minute, but how much aggression goes into each keystroke, that's really what you want to focus on. Because I think that carries through to the message boards online and the videos and the comments section.
Do I have to type in all caps?
You don't have to, but it's just like saying if you want to go to heaven, do you have to worship Santa Claus? I'd recommend it. I'd recommend it, bro.
Exactly. All right, JP Sears is here. He's at Helium. He's got 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. So it's 7:30 and 10 o'clock tonight, 7:30 and 10 o'clock tomorrow. HeliumComedy.com. He's got all the ticket info. You can stick around for a couple minutes?
Yes.
I would love your take on celebrity news.
Yeah. I love my take on that.
Because you seem to be a guy that's hip to pretty much what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment.
I really pretend to have my thumb on the pulse of what's going on in pop culture.
So do we.
What do you listen to? What kind of music are you into?
I haven't listened to new music in years. I'm stuck on the Dave Matthews Band. I mean, I just listen to Dave Matthews like I have some kind of condition, and I'm loving it. So that's my music, man.
Well, you should be great with this next coming segment. By the way, here's how cool JP is. Are you an Earth is flat guy?
Man, I think there's some evidence about the Earth being flat. There's a lot more evidence that the Earth is round, but come on, there's some flat Earth evidence.
Okay. All right, Patrico, what do you got?
Is Queen Bey practicing the dark arts? One St. Louis woman says yes. Kanye West, surprise, pissed again. And who are the most powerful people in entertainment?
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays, the porno birthdays, and JP Sears. Next. All right, welcome back, folks. JP Sears is here. It's very nice to have you here.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all having me.
Would you consider yourself a modern hippie?
I like that. No.
Okay.
I like to dabble in the hippie culture, yet I don't like to be immersed in it, so I don't self-identify as a hippie.
Damn it. I thought that was the thing. I'm trying to think of a way to describe them. Modern hippie, okay.
Majestic. Didn't you hear me earlier?
Yeah, he did
I
say
don't like
majestic.
I don't like it. There can only be one majestic person in this room. This guy.
Oh, boy.
Helium Comedy Club, 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow, heliumcomedy.com. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And Crap on Celebrities brought to you by Amco Ranger Pest Control, protecting people and property from pests for over 50 years. Let's start by talking about crazies. And we'll talk about Kanye in a minute, but I'm not talking about names that you really heard of. But damn, I mean, crazies. Beyonce Knowles, her former drummer, is actually a lady from St. Louis named Kimberly Thompson. And she attempted to get a restraining order against Queen Bey, alleging, quote, extreme witchcraft, dark magic, and magical spells of sexual molestation.
Thoughts?
I would like to have Beyonce do all that to me. Like, where do you sign up for that?
So this woman, she went to Pattonville High School, and she also claims that the pop star put magic spells on her lovers, and Beyonce murdered her pet kitten.
I wouldn't discount any of this stuff, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this conspiracy theory goes right up like with the moon landing hoax, which we definitely didn't land on, by the way.
So you may have actually seen this woman and not even known it, because not only was she the drummer for Beyonce, but she was also once the house drummer for Late Night with Seth Meyers for that band.
Oh, this is a woman that's obviously in some...
It appears that her career and her life has gone off the rails, and
in some trouble mentally.
she has been posting videos on her YouTube page that now have since been deleted, but they were like, she was basically interviewing herself, answering her own questions, and then asking herself questions and getting confused and not knowing how to answer them.
I almost don't want to make fun because it's...
No, I'm not making
it's
fun at all.
somebody that's got some issues.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we should move on from the subject of my ex-girlfriend.
Right, yes. How about this? A 26-year-old Texas guy has been arrested for sending threatening letters to Taylor Swift in which he bragged about plans that he had to rape and kill her.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Also showed up at her record label in
We
Nashville.
took this crap on dark.
I told you we were talking about crazies. This dude, his name is Eric. He was charged Thursday with stalking and
Let me
sending
get the right music
communications.
going.
You got it.
Keep going.
He is currently in custody in Texas. He'll be brought to Tennessee at a later date. If he's convicted, he faces up to 5 years in jail and $250,000 fine in court.
Wow, okay.
Yep. Danny DeVito. Now, we're not talking crazies when we're talking Danny DeVito, but, I mean, if you watch Always Sunny, there's a touch of that. He claims he once saved Michael Douglas's life by sucking snake venom out of his hand. On the talk yesterday, Danny said it happened when they were filming Romancing the Stone. And Michael was being a hotshot, and for some reason, he grabbed the snake, and it bit him on the hand. And Danny was very thankful that it was the hand where the snake bit him.
All right.
We were doing Romancing the Stone, and Michael grabs the snake, and I say, Michael, don't touch that snake. Whack.
No.
The snake bites him on the hand.
Oh.
And the guy gets it off. I always heard that the best thing to do is, you suck the poison out right away.
Yeah.
So I did.
Oh, wow.
I grabbed his hand. I sucked the I'm spitting all over the place. And I said, boy, it's a good thing this didn't bite you on the balls, man.
Yeah, I
that
think he
Danny
is
DeVito.
losing it because that's where neither of them were in that movie.
Stop that.
You know, I don't know if you knew this or not, JP, but Danny DeVito is Moon's spirit animal.
Is that right?
Well, and my twin, apparently, with all the short jokes.
You look the same, only he's taller.
Yeah. You too? Good God.
And remember, he gets to do Rhea Perlman whenever he wants.
You're right there.
That's true.
Lucky. So Kanye West, he has gone off the deep end once again. He says he is out of his dark place, but yet he says that Drake, Nick Cannon, and Tyson Beckford need to stop talking about him and his wife immediately. He went after Nick Cannon pretty hard because Nick Cannon used to date Kim Kardashian back in the day. So when he gets interviewed, people ask him about Kim Kardashian, and Kanye says he needs to stop bringing that up.
I just wanted to express some things that were not sitting right with my spirit. Now that I'm about the sunken place, I can think and I could just be Ye and just express how I feel. There's a couple things that I want to address. First of all, I want to address Nick Cannon. I understand that you used to date my wife, but you get in an interview, don't mention my wife. If someone brings my wife up, you say, hey, I respect that man, I'm not speaking on that. Don't be making those suggestions like nobody my wife.
Damn.
Yeah, so he went after all three of them. He actually got a response from Nick Cannon as well. And it seems like this is just kind of some unnecessary beef because Nick Cannon, while he defended himself, was actually pretty cool about it.
First off, let me say, welcome back, Ye, from the sunken place. It's a beautiful thing. Glad you're back with us, brother. Nothing but love and respect for you. I always had that. But I honestly got to say this, my dude. I've never said anything disrespectful or harmful to your, in my opinion, to your marriage or your union. I salute it. Keep it going. But you're not going to tell me what I can and what I can't say. I'm a solid individual. Somebody asked me a question, I'm going to answer it.
Nick Cannon is now wearing turbans. I don't know if
he wasn't in this video.
He's taken to wearing turbans, which I think he's trying to get to be a thing.
Yeah. I think he was just going for the role. Weren't they casting for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? And he was going, what was the fighter?
Great Tiger or something like that?
Maybe so.
Yeah.
I would think, wearing a turban would be a very hipster thing to do.
In some circles, it could be. I'm a little behind the times. So is Ye Kanye's nickname?
Yes.
Okay.
Ye or Yeezus.
Welcome to 2018, JP.
There you go.
Appreciate y'all having me.
Hey, nice to see you here.
Moon, you mentioned Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Well, speaking of video games, this is a very easy quiz for you. What song is this video game from? No, other way around.
Huh?
That's
what video game is this song from?
Okay, yeah. Is it Mike Tyson's Punch-Out?
It is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Yep.
You kidding me? I was predicting the future. I'm ahead of the times.
You know how much Mike Tyson made for that game?
Wasn't it? It was either ridiculously nothing.
I think it was nothing.
$50,000.
Oh,
wow.
That's it.
Boy.
Now, this game came out after he was the champ. But the problem is he signed the deal in 1986 before he won the belt.
Oh.
Man.
And what a shame. He could have had tens of millions of additional dollars to blow on stuff and today.
Tigers and
Man, that's a shame.
Tiger, yeah.
And finally here, if LeBron James left Cleveland to go to LA to become a Hollywood superstar, especially with the Space Jam movie, it's pretty good for him because he has already made the list of most powerful people in entertainment before the movie even came out at number 75. Number 1, I don't even know if you would get it, because it's not like an actor.
I think I know
the
answer. This is the most powerful person in entertainment.
In entertainment, yep. And this
Thoughts?
is according to the Hollywood Reporter.
I got to go either The Rock or Oprah.
Oprah's number 18.
Okay.
So that's a good guess. The Rock is number 38.
I know the answer.
I'm offended if The Rock is number 38.
You see, but here's the thing. You're going to focus on actors, actresses.
Think about all of entertainment.
Entertainment.
Okay, so we're talking about like producers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. This is once I tell you, you're going to go, okay.
The most powerful person in entertainment. Who is the most powerful person?
Somebody that owns Warner Brothers or
Close.
Or
It's-
NBC.
The guy's name
Close.
is Bob Iger.
Oh yeah.
Disney.
The head of Disney.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So he's number 1. Now, you mentioned Oprah at number 18. She's probably the most notable name on that list once you get past number 1 all the way to 18. It's all producers, directors, just people that own companies
Is
and
Les
things like
Moonves
that.
on the list?
He is not. He
So
is not.
basically, the top 17 people are all Illuminati behind the scenes,
Yes,
and then
you are
get to the
100% correct
puppets.
there.
Cool.
That's right.
Yep. Number 19 is the guy who created American Horror Story, Ryan Murphy. Then Lost creator J.J. Abrams is the next notable name at number 32.
Is this my
Like
year?
him.
Is this finally my year?
Close. Donald Glover, number 42. Ellen at number 44. Jordan Peele at 55. all the way down,
I don't know if
kind of
they heard,
dropping.
you know, this list was put out after or before we made the Rizzuto Show live announcement.
That is
Yeah.
true. So we'll have
The
to look here.
Rhea Perlman, speaking of her, is she top 100?
She is not. Number 90, Will Ferrell. Number 94, Michael B. Jordan. And number 96 is Tom Cruise.
Will Ferrell is top 100?
Yep. And again, you got to think of how many things he has his hands on behind the scenes. So him and Adam McKay and all the
More than I
stuff that
know,
they
I
do
guess.
toger, a lot. He's executive producer for a
Oh,
lot
I
of
didn't know
stuff.
that. I didn't know that.
And you said Tom Cruise was
Number 96.
Wow, that's disappointing.
You think it'd be higher?
Scientology's not as powerful as I thought it was.
In theaters this weekend, one pretty big release. You got House with the Clock on the Walls. That's with Jack Black and Kate Blanchett. Critics, 61%. Audience, 73%.
Krabby birthdays, all celebrities celebrating birthdays this weekend. Stephen King is 71. He's Carlton on The Fresh Prince. His name is Alfonso
Ribeiro.
That's it. He's 47. Jason Derulo is 29. Liam Gallagher from Oasis is 46. Dave Coulier, that's Joey on Full House, is 59. Bill Murray, 68. Tony Basil is 75. Jason Alexander, 59. Today's Burton birthday of the day, professional manager, a diet product megastar, Tommy Lasorda, 91 years young.
Wow, 91.
Today's porno birthday, being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Phoenix Marie. And today's
See if
birthday.
you could pick up the theme here.
Yes, there is a theme. Today's birthday girl has gone up and down more than an elevator at a Met building. At the Met building, it's 673 fine films, including The Meanest of Lesbians, The Chronicles of a Whore, Whoa, I Have a Wife, and now let's see if you can get the theme here. Anal Acrobats, Only Anal Until Marriage, and who can forget her unforgettable role in Unfortunately, We Are Addicted to Anal.
She doesn't seem very adventurous.
Is the theme abstract Renaissance expression? And I'm
Give him his prize.
I'm surprised she wasn't in the top 100 of the most influential celebrities.
You got it.
Phoenix Marie is 37 years old. That's your porno birthday, your crappy birthday, and that is your crap on
All
celebrities.
right, I want to thank JP Sears for coming in, hanging out.
Thank you for having
Yes,
me, guys.
yes, yes.
You're
Him
awesome.
at Helium Comedy Club. He's got 2 shows today, 7:30 and 10 o'clock. 2 shows tomorrow, 7:30 and 10 o'clock. HeliumComedy.com. You are gluten intolerant. You are a spiritual healer. You're an educator and prancerciser, apparently.
That's all true. You're making me sound. I'm blushing here.
And majestic.
Oh, you got it.
You got it. You got it. All right, we'll take one final break. We'll come back with the real or fake results. Stay there.